Welcome to Time by the Tent, camping here in the Northwoods of Wisconsin in our double wall tent. Going to do a weather station review from AcuRite. Going to install and review the AcuRite Iris 5-in-1 weather sensor, single solar panel with the AcuRite Iris 5-in-1 high definition display with light detection option. In addition to that, the AcuRite Iris Nano display that all corresponds. These two are a unit. This is an additional option that you can tie into this unit. This is for our off-grid property in the Northwoods of Wisconsin, where we import our electricity through power stations. This is not a Wi-Fi compatible unit, though they have those available if you want to go down that route. So they sent this to us. I reached out to them, explained our situation, and they sent this unit to us to show you, as well as for our benefit. Now, in the summertime, what the temperature is inside the tent, and when we get a hard shell structure like a outbuilding that converts into a cabin, the ambient temperature outside will be the same as inside. Where this will show and work beneficially for us is during the fall, during hunting season, when we have the stove going on the inside, warming the tent, and it would be 65 inside, and then we can check the outdoor ambient temperature and it being 32 with a light wind in this direction or this direction, or and how much rain we're getting. Now, with it being a plug-in unit and not a battery backup, which from what I understand, they have battery backups for the off chance that power goes out, but they are not designed for operational use permanently. So this will be ran off of a converter and a 12-volt battery. This here does run off AAA batteries. It is recommended to do, I believe it's lithium. For the outdoor unit, for right now, until we get lithiums, we're going to use store brand, and that will work fine. This has a mechanism in order to see how much rain. It shows the direction of wind, and it will show the speed of the wind on this display when we hook it up inside. You can set this on a shelf, or you can mount it to the wall. So they recommend this being at least 5 feet off the ground. Manual explains everything that you need to know. Needs to be at least 1.5 meters, or at least 5 feet from the ground. Needs to be level as well. It is also recommended with this solar panel, there is a fan in here, and there's batteries, and all the mounting bracket material is inside there. You want to follow the instructions. You want to mount this to where that solar panel has the most sun possible. So, south being, as we're walking this way, to our right. The option in which I have chosen, or the location, is on our buck hanger or deer hanger here. I'm going to mount it probably right here. Now, as the leaves fall, this canopy completely opens up, and we've got sun everywhere all the time. But I'm going to mount it right here. That way we can see it from the door of the tent if we want to see how everything's looking. If I put it right here, I do have this spruce tree here that's going to block it, but that could be the potential if that. But the reason why you want to put it in an area in which you can get to, this is not something you want to, like a TV antenna, put on a giant pole, leave it and forget it. Because with that rain catchment, if particles do get in there, leaves are going to fall on their pine needles. You want to have the means in order to clean it out, and that is how you do that there. So this is the mounting bracket. It'll go like that. You can do it on a post, or you can do it like I'm going to do it on the side of the deer hanger, and then this mounts in the proper manner, level. And then we'll put the batteries in it and hook it up and hook that inside and get it all hooked up, and I'll show you how that works. So let me get the tools and we'll head over to the mounting location. looks good up there. Now, some things you want to be aware of is we're going to switch out to lithium batteries because they're going to handle the cold a lot better. And this has a range of 100 yards or 330 feet. This can be reduced, or issues with reception inside of your building if it is thick-walled, if there's thick walls or obstructions between the unit and the receiver. Now, with the color display unit, this is not an issue, but with the Nano unit, inside of the battery terminal, there is an ABC tab or switch. You want to make sure that that corresponds with the Nano switch on inside. I've got both of them on A, so they can read one another. So, it is level. You want it to be in a place where obstructions will not alter the wind speed information. It's kind of where we're at. That's the situation we're in. It's going to give us some information of what the wind's doing inside the woods. Temperature, rain, all of that will also be good information to have. So let's go inside and set up the two units, the two receivers. Now the Nano, I've got it set up here. It is turned on and operating. I've got its display selection, so I can go through. I'll need to but 84 right now. Indoors, it says it's 83, which we're away from the receiver. Relative humidity 64. Wind speed 2 miles an hour to the south-southeast. Now this indicates 0.16 inches of rain, so I'll have to calibrate that. And then I can set it on auto cycle. So, okay, it is going to rain tomorrow, so we'll see how that works. So I'm going to take this unit, and I've got a place set up that will run off of a 12-volt, 8-amp lead acid battery for use in the tent. Some key specifications that you want to know is the indoor units will only register 232 degrees Fahrenheit. It won't go below 32, but will range up to 122 degrees Fahrenheit. Wind speed 0 to 99, 16 points of wind direction, 0.01 inches and up on rain catchment measurements. Now the outdoor unit, it will register temperatures from -40 to 158 degrees Fahrenheit. So keep that in mind as well. That's 40 degrees, -40 degrees Celsius to 70 degrees Celsius. So let's go inside and get the display unit set up. So here's the corner I'm going to set it up in. Here's the front tent. Here's the back tent, the secondary tent. Up here is the 12-volt, 8-amp lead acid battery with a converter on it that I will use for temporary until I get more of a decision on how I want to power it, like a specific giant power brick or not. This is the mounting bracket. It does come with a device in which you can mount for a tabletop. So I'll get that hooked up and plugged in, and we'll see what the readings are. Now this, I've set it up here. Now when you unplug it for a long period of time, the memory will go away. But if you're unplugging it and moving to a different location for a few minutes, the memory will remember what's going on. Otherwise you have to set the date, the time, the year, all that information. Got that powering up here. And then also it has a sleep mode where, for me, I have it set up at 10 p.m. it'll go dim, and 8 p.m. or 8 a.m. it will re-illuminate. So it gives when these temperatures are occurring, today's records, the high, low, wind speed, temperature. What I like here is the feel like. It's 84 with a humidity of 64, but it feels like 88, heat index 88. There's a lot of unique things. Here it says the indoor humidity, which in the tent is more damp, 72. And then it gives the high-low for what I'm not, that's the data in which it's receiving. And you can set this up to rotate every 15 seconds, which was what I have it on, every 60 seconds, 2 minutes, or 5 minutes. I think is the different levels in which you can have the screens rotate. So with this particular unit, it takes approximately 5 to 7 watts of power in this particular mode. I hooked it up to one of our power stations and tried to gauge the amount of wattage it was pulling, give or take a little bit. So keep that in mind, between 5 and 8 watts is what it will pull watt hours. So this is a 96, it calculates to be 96 watt hours. So this will run, when it goes dim, it will also obviously consume less power, but about 22 hours, give or take. So for that particular system. And you can see it continues, the average is 3, the high is, it's really very unique. I'll have the link for this particular model and the Nano in the show notes below. And the Nano I've got setting over here inside of the other tent, the front tent. It does not illuminate from my understanding. I can rotate through relative humidity 65 outside, 66 indoor, 4 mile an hour, no rain. I just took the batteries out to recalibrate it. I can set it on auto, and then it'll cycle through all of those over and over again. So very, very unique and cool device, weather station for our tent and our camping location and our hunting location. This also has the feature to dim the screen, and all you do is you go through settings and you can change and set certain alarm sensors. You can do a factory reset. Let's go with sensors. I do not know what sensors are. Okay, sensor information. Click on that. Okay, battery's okay. It kind of gives you the information. All right. So then, that's interesting. That's cool. So some of the data in which it will provide for you is like current temperature outdoor right now is 69. The high was 82. Current indoor temperatures in the tent, it's very humid. And you can advance it to the next screen. Low right now, 9:15. High was 12:02. And gives the outdoor temperature, wind speed, and the amount of rainfall. So it gives a lot of information about what's going on in your particular camping location, your backyard, wherever, and the moon phase as well. So it's really neat what it provides you. So I want to thank AcuRite for sending us the AcuRite Iris 5-in-1 weather station with HD display indoor unit, and the little Nano portable unit that can also be utilized in combination with the main unit. Both of these links will be in the show notes below. Certainly, if you're interested in a unit that you're not needing to connect to Wi-Fi, you can. This is a great one for you. If you want one that is connected to Wi-Fi, they have those links available on their website as well. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again.